everybody was a Hall of Famer in that movie. Like Nebula, Peter Quill,
Yeah,
Peter Quill, Rocket, Groot,
Drax,
Mantis. Everybody shined in that movie in their own way. And I just loved it. The whole Guardians crew shined in their own way.
Play the song with your heart. Play the song with your heart.
And one time. What is good, YouTube? This is your boy Aaron.
Brian.
This is Courtside Views Beyond Sports, and we are back for another episode. And today we are talking about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. It just came out not too long ago, and wow,
sensational.
Wow. James Gunn is one of the best movie directors when it comes to just comic book films in general. He just understands just how to create that sort of feeling, sort of that superhero type of movie, or even a television show, because he did that with Peacemaker. I love Peacemaker as well. The antagonist for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, he was on Peacemaker. He was he had a major role as well. So yeah, he hires some of the same actors from his previous films, and he'll have them come through it. There's been like a lot of criticism about that. I don't understand why. Who cares? But they criticize him because he put his wife in Peacemaker, had like a major role. I didn't even know that was his wife.
I never seen Peacemaker. So
yeah, and then his wife was also on Guardians of the Galaxy as well. I was like, what?
Which one was she?
She was the white lady, the blonde lady, and she was like at the desk, whatever. I think she was one of the people was like, oh, there's something wrong with the room, whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, her. Okay. Like, gotta go check it out. Like that was her. And I didn't know that was his wife until I saw pictures, and it was like, oh yeah, that's his wife. Like, what? Okay,
this will be a spoiler review. You had a week to watch it. So.
Yes. So like starting off, I loved the beginning. I thought it set the stage of what we were about to see, and obviously James Gunn, he's actually really good when it comes to beginnings.
Yeah, but before I have to speak on my theater experience, I went to the Dolby Theater, and for like the first 5 minutes or so of the movie, the sound was off. Like it was on, but like it would go in and out. It was just a bad experience. But they fixed it about 5 minutes, and it was fine for the rest of the movie. So I ain't really get the full experience in the first 5 minutes or so of the movie. So
wow, that's interesting because I went to the same Dolby Theater and it was all good. But yeah, the introduction was great with Rocket, and it made me just really just reminisce about all the times I saw Rocket in the Marvel movies, and I was like, damn, he was a really good character.
Yeah, he's
one of the best Marvel characters in the series. Bradley Cooper, oh my gosh, just voice acting with Rocket was just phenomenal. Like he's just A1, best you could ever do. Like great, just signing for Marvel to get him as Rocket, because he was really great. And I like watching this movie made me want to watch the first Guardians again. I just wanted to see Rocket. Like I just love Rocket's just performance. Like he just brings out, I don't know, a different sort of feel to the series, like comedic and also a serious sort of feel to it as well. Like I want to go back and watch Avengers Endgame just because Rocket was in it, because you don't appreciate just the guys in general, the performance in general, until it's gone. And so yeah, man, the whole thing with Rocket was tremendous. His whole backstory was sort of foreshadowed in the first movie, I believe it was, and I was glad that they sort of paid it off in this movie. And the antagonist of the story, the High Evolutionary, I believe it is, he wasn't particularly strong, but he was still a great villain.
Yeah.
Just speak on the villain. How did you feel about him?
He was a good villain because he did a good job of making you like, this guy sucks. Like, that's what I was like, this guy's terrible. I can't wait to be smoking on his pack whenever he get killed. So if you can make the audience hate you, you good in my book. So yeah, the motive was there. villainy reasons was there. You know, everything was perfect. I had no complaints about the villain besides he was funny looking. But you know, it's Marvel. You know, it's a whole bunch of funny looking dudes out there.
Mm-hmm. And I would say this.
I wish they kind of
Yeah,
went
go ahead.
on a little bit about where he even came from. They didn't really touch on that. We just know that this dude ended up here and this is what he does. I wish they could have went a little more in the backstory. Like, is he an alien? Like, where is he from? Because he said he visited Earth, so he must not be from Earth. So I wish they just went a little bit more where this dude is from and what exactly he is. So yeah.
Why he turned out this way?
Yeah.
Per se. Yeah, I agree with that. But there's probably like they probably did, but you know how it is. They have a certain time limit, so you have to scratch things out. But yeah, I agree with you. I just wish that they made the villain a lot stronger. I felt like they sort of made him kind of weak at the end. Because it seemed like he had like some crazy powers, especially when he killed all his.
You heard. It was just he just had gravity capabilities.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why Rocket made those anti-gravity boots. You know, he was showing them off in the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
I think he made them specifically for that moment.
Yeah. I just wish we got to see some more of his capabilities, because I like my villains being also very villainy, having sort of instill sort of hate, but also I want them to be kind of strong. I want them to be some kind of threat to the opposition, to the protagonist.
Yeah, that one scene where he blew up the control room.
Yeah.
That showed his power. But
Yeah, that was crazy. But after that, I mean, he didn't really do much. He got jumped by the Guardians, and they just took him out like that. Like, I wanted to see him do what Ronan did at least. Show some type of fear. It was just like, we're just going to jump him like the Akatsuki. Come here, and you're not gonna hurt our guy. You're not going to hurt Rocket. And he folded like a chair. And that was about it. But overall, I did like the movie. The cinematography was incredible. CGI, they did a really good job.
Oh my goodness, that scene where they fought in that hallway, where that joke was hard.
Oh my
and the music,
God.
that
my
joke was
God.
tough. That joke was tough. I ain't gonna hold you.
One of the best fight scenes.
It was
Marvel.
choreographed so well.
Oh my God, that
the
was
music
great.
fit so well. It was a fantastic scene.
Groot was really, everybody shined.
Everyone put it up triple doubles that movie.
Everybody shined. It was like the damn. It was like Bill Russell and his team. Like, everybody was a Hall of Famer in that movie. Like Nebula, Peter Quill,
Yeah,
Peter Quill, Rocket, Groot,
Drax,
Mantis. Everybody shined in that movie in their own way. And I just loved it. The whole Guardians crew shined in their own way. And that's just great writing. You don't normally see that. I would say the only time I've ever seen that in the Marvel, I would say the Russos did a pretty good job with the Avengers. That was the only time I've ever seen where the entire group sort of had really good moments, really good development.
Yeah.
And I thought Nebula's development from the first movie,
it's
third movie was
Spider-Man.
good.
No, for everyone had a pretty solid performance in No Way Home.
Okay, but I think what makes Guardians so good is, one, they're fighting. They actually not just dancing in the stress. They have to rely on this person or something like that. They actually are in the trenches. They're actually fighting. So that's one thing I really like. And another thing is that, we see their growth throughout like various films, right? And they go from acting this way to now they're more so acting another way, where they're more open, more comedic. Like, I thought Drax, he was more that serious character back in the first one, and now he's saying sort of all of these funny sort of stuff, and it's a great feeling. And yeah, I just love the acting was there. The villain, I seen people say he needs to replace Jonathan Majors as Kang. Figure it out, Marvel. Figure it out, Kevin Feige. They're not lying.
And he does have that edge that a Kang would need.
I do
He
like
was
John Boyega,
acting.
though.
John Boy, yeah.
Yeah, I would love him.
I could see him as Kang.
But
Kang.
oh my God! But have we? I don't think I've seen.
I don't think they're gonna be able to spin that to him being like a Kang variant. I don't think they could spin that.
Mm-mm.
They can't spin.
They're
that.
just gonna have to have him just be Kang. Just
Just
act
pop
like
up like, wait, he look familiar, though.
just like with the Incredible Hulk, right? When Mark Ruffalo replaced that one
I do not
dude.
count. I do not count that Hulk movie as a from MCU.
They're just
movie.
gonna
sorry.
just gonna have to put it in the Shadow Realm, right? They're just gonna have to put the Ant-Man movie in the Shadow Realm, and let's not forget about it. Just like what they did with the Eternals, just like what they did with Black Widow, just like what they did a bunch of other movies. They're just gonna have to put that stuff in the Shadow Realm. Thor, Dark World, those movies.
Goodness.
Yes, those movies. Toss them up in the Shadow Realm.
I saw Thor: Dark World in the theaters, and I legit cannot tell you a single plot point from that movie. I cannot tell you a single plot point.
Oh my god, dude! Like you just have to throw that away.
One
throw
day
it in the
we
Shadow
gotta
Realm.
rank these movies. One day.
Oh, I mean, Thor: Dark World's the worst. Then you have Eternals.
I don't think Eternals was that. It was
Oh
just
my
boring.
God.
It wasn't necessarily like bad. It was just boring.
What would you have? Black Widow.
Towards the bottom.
Yeah, Black Widow, and then Eternals. At least Black Widow had some crazy fight scenes,
True.
like against Taskmaster before they hold
I mean,
that freaking character. But at least I was like, "Ooh, this reminds me of Winter Soldier." Eternals was like, eh. After the first 30 minutes, eh. I'm tired of seeing it. I don't know. I'll probably give that. That's the second worst in my opinion.
Mm.
Dark World, Eternals, Black Widow, freaking. I'm probably missing some. I'm probably
definitely.
missing one.
I'd have to look at the list. And
Yeah.
see.
Love and Thunder.
Well, if MCU Hulk is in it, then that's towards the bottom.
Love and Thunder, the 2008, the Hulk movie, 2008 movie. There's some bad movies. I have to like really look into it, but yeah, that was bad. That was really bad. Yeah, man, the movie was great. It's a top 10 MCU movie for sure.
Yeah, easily.
Is it top 5?
It's my favorite. I think it's the best Guardians.
Is
That
it,
in one, obviously.
is it top 5? That's debatable. I had to look down the list a little bit because I would have like Avengers: Infinity War, No Way Home, Winter Soldier,
Endgame?
Endgame in the top 5. That's an interesting one. I don't
Off
know.
pedigree, you got it. I put it there because like
Endgame over
Just how-
Thor Ragnarok.
I love Ragnarok, but not top 5.
That's interesting. Then you have trying to think of some other movies. Because all I hear a lot from people's lists is like Guardians of the Galaxy, Thor Ragnarok.
People love to put
No.
Civil War in the top 5. and
Civil
I'm just
War,
like,
Civil
no.
War as well. I forgot about that movie. You know what? I think Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, yeah,
Volume
Guardians.
3 might be top 5.
After that, or 1.
Yeah.
After that one, the first one.
Might be top 5. I'm just thinking about it. Like, do I think this is better than Thor Ragnarok? I
Yes.
think it does. I think it takes the cake. Is it better than the first one? Yes. Although I love the first one.
Yeah,
Yes.
the first one is fantastic, but yeah.
Do I think it's better than Wakanda Forever?
Yes.
Ooh, I love Wakanda Forever, but I'd probably go with
to
this
me,
one
since Endgame came out, Spider-Man and Guardians 3 Volume 3 is like neck and neck.
I would say yes. I think it's better. Although Black Panther, I was more emotionally sort of invested because of the Chadwick Boseman and because of, I guess, the conflict with Neymar and Shuri and them. I think it was more emotional. But I would give Guardians the slight edge because I love Wakanda Forever. I would give it top 5. I'll put it with No Way Home. I would put it with Infinity War. Put it with Winter Soldier. I put it with Endgame. I'll put it with Endgame, even though people like to slight Endgame because it's so long because they messed up the time travel, like just crazy expectations. Like, come on now. They literally, here's my thing with Endgame. I know I'm getting off topic. They literally lost half of the population. They went to Thanos. Thor cut his head off. The stones are gone. What are they supposed to do? 5 years goes around. What do you expect? Of course they're going to be traumatized. Okay? They do the time travel thing. All right. Like, yes, were there some moments they could have done a little bit better? Obviously. But I can't really think. I feel like that's a little nitpick. I think they did okay.
It's a nitpick, yeah.
I think it's okay. And they're like, well, it's too long. Okay, yes, 3-hour movies is crazy. But I think it was kind of necessary.
It really was.
A lot of the stuff was for character development, too. Like, if they just simpled it down like 2 hours, it wouldn't have been a good movie. It would have been very rushed.
It would have been rushed, yeah.
It would have been like, people were like, damn, already? Because they literally went through a traumatic situation. Of course, we're going to have to see just how the blimp sort of affected them. And I think it was a great way. See, people don't like cinema.
I think they just wanted. I think the reason people don't like Endgame is because, like, Infinity War, they was fighting pretty much the whole movie. But in Endgame, they took like 2 hours plus just to build up to the moment where the big fight happens.
Yeah,
so,
the last hour, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Honestly, the last hour was best sort of superhero sequence I've ever seen. Best superhero sequence I've ever seen. From the moment Thor, Cap, Iron Man fought Thanos to the moment Captain America was by his lonesome with that sort of his shield was all messed up and everything, and he's by his lonesome. The army of Thanos, he had his whole army, and Captain America was by himself, and then boom, Cap on your left. That whole situation, the moment that all that happened, best sequence I've ever seen from a superhero film. I don't think that could ever be topped. I'm sorry, unless you get a freaking S-tier director like a James Gunn or a Steven what's his name? Steven Spielberg or something. You got to have somebody that knows, or my guy from Black Panther,
Coogler?
Yes.
I don't know if he got that in him.
Yes.
I don't know if he got that in him.
Yes. He does a really good job with characters. Specifically the second one. The first one, good. Killmonger was pretty fucking good. But yeah. But overall, great movie. Top 5 in my book. I know people will say Prison in the Moment, but I can't really think of anything better than it.
Me either.
I can't. I think it's right there. I'm going to miss James Gunn.
Yeah, we lost the MCU lost a good one.
But DC they got promise. He's going to do Superman. I can't wait to see that.
Just to confirm, Henry Cavill is not playing Superman.
Nope.
None of he got all new cast, right?
Good. They're good. We need that. We need a new slate. Going to do a younger version. Hopefully it's new stories, not the same old that we see all the time. He's gonna be in his bag. Yeah. I am fully. All these people. What is James Gunn doing? Listen, trust the process.
Don't listen to Snyder fans.
Trust the process. Trust James Gunn. Have you not seen what he's done, bro? He took Peacemaker. I ain't never heard of that man. And John Cena. I like John Cena. He made John Cena a respectable actor, and he was really good in Peacemaker. He turned a Marvel team that I've never heard of, that nobody's ever heard of, into one of the biggest teams in Marvel, and now you see them all the time. Like, trust James Gunn. He knows what he's doing. So, any final words regarding Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3?
We pretty much touched everything. Like,
where would you rate it?
Honestly, it's like a 9 out of 10 for me.
Man, what would I rate it?
It's like an 8.5 up to 9.
I would give it a 9. I think it's hard to really say there was many flaws besides the villain could have been a lot stronger. And yeah, his backstory. That's about it. I think everything else was pretty much top tier. I have to agree with you on that. You
probably know about this character more than me. How was the Adam Warlock how was his character in implementation? Was it even remotely accurate?
Oh my God, that's a great question. I think James Gunn did a better job than the comics did.
Really?
Yeah, because what James Gunn did, he made him more sort of in a realistic sense, where he doesn't sort of put this God complex on him. But I will say there were moments where he sort of made fun of the whole God complex idea, where he saved Peter and they did the whole touched the little painting with God, the whole painting with God and that guy, whatever. He sort of made fun of that whole sort of God complex notion as in the comics of him, and he made him sort of more human in a sense, where it's like, okay, he just got out of a freaking cocoon. He's damn near a baby. He's not going to know what's right and wrong. So, and he's still trying to get used to his abilities. So you see him like sort of like, okay, how do I pull back? Like, how do I pull back my strength and everything like that? And he finally feels what pain, he finally understands what pain feels like. All that other stuff. And he really did a great job sort of showcasing that. So I thought that was a great idea. He didn't sort of tarnish the character, right? Like the director for Thor: Love and Thunder, when he did Gore the God Butcher, that was
Taskmaster.
Yeah, that. He didn't do that. What he did was he took a sort of idea and he just made it a lot better. He made it make a lot more sense. Instead of this very like this God complex guy, like, no, let's make fun of it a little bit. Let's make this guy seem more human than what they portray in the comics. And so I was cool with it. What I wasn't cool with was the end credits. I thought the end credits, they could have done a lot better with Adam Warlock. They should have did something with Adam Warlock so that we can sort of look, forward to the future of the character, because he's going to be very pivotal for the future, because he's a very important character. And just have Peter Quill visit his grandpa. I mean, that's cool, but they could have just kept that in the other footage before we get to the end credits, because I was really looking forward to the end credits. And
I was kind of let down for the end credits. So.
He was like, he will return. Like, okay.
I'm like, we knew this.
Wow. Just why not do something for Adam Warlock? Like, have I don't know, somebody from the Eternals or something find him, or somebody from I don't know, do something instead of just, well, Peter, he finally found his grandpa. Like, okay, bro. But yeah, I think that'll do it for this episode of Courtside Views Beyond Sports. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below, hit the notification bell, follow socials as well, and we will see you guys in the next episode. We will be reacting to probably the Miles Morales Spider-Man one.
Oh my God, I can't wait for that
movie. That's coming out in June.
I forgot that was coming out.
I got my ticket.
We eating good in June, man. We got Transformers, Miles Morales. That joint looks hard. That joint hard.
Yeah, all right.
Is Oppenheimer coming out later this month or June?
I think it's July.
Oh, July. Dang, that's a long time.
Yeah.
Anyway, we eating good this summer for them. Oh, yeah.
I'm going to watch that in June as well.
We eating good this summer.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Don't the Marvels come out too? I mean, I'm not really that excited for it, but
I think it may do. I think it might come out maybe July, maybe August. We've seen some trailers of it, so it's going to come out eventually. But yeah, we're definitely good. Secret Invasion, that show is also coming out. Oh my God, yeah, there's going to be a lot of stuff we're going to react to. But thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys again. Peace.
Look, cold world, still a cold world. And a couple of y'all is cool, but we a little more thorough. Whole time, a little more girls. You know I spit that sick shit and it's still no cure. Hold up.